Hello, Rick Aduzel here with Land the Plane Fridays. And going into Memorial Day weekend, maybe you want to do a draft while you're grilling, while your family's there and you're kind of bored and you can multitask. And that's exactly what Land the Plane Fridays are for, to help you draft intelligently going into the weekend. So let's start with our first order of business, the puppy. It's 96.5% full, probably going to fill by Friday night. So if you want to get puppies in, jump into slows, do a couple drafts tonight, whatever floats your boat. This is probably going to fill, I would say, before Friday night. If I'm guessing, maybe Friday by early evening. And second order of business, we're going to jump right into the big information drop that's coming up by taking a look at what June 1st means for the NFL. June 1st is a pivotal date in the NFL calendar. Wow. Primarily focused on salary cap management and roster turnover. Before June 1st, if a team cuts or trades a player, all of their remaining prorated bonus money immediately accelerates and hits the team's salary cap all at once. It sounds kind of bad if your team's close to the salary cap ceiling, right? On or after June 1st, if a player is released or traded after this date, the team is allowed to split the salary cap hit, deferring the remaining dead money to the following league year. Sounds like a good solution. So, wait, is this why Stefon Diggs, Deebo Samuel, okay, maybe not Brandon Ayuk, he's a little bit of a head case. Are those guys still unsigned? How did Jawan Jennings get signed before Deebo and Diggs? Like, they're all old. Well, it's probably because they want them to adjust their salary cap so these guys can get paid more. Obviously, they're looking to win a championship, but they know they don't always get to choose that. It's kind of random. Get the bag. That's what they want. They want to get the bag. They're waiting. And the other big thing, you can see this little picture here of A.J. Brown. So Sean Mannion yesterday had a press conference where he was talking about his wide receiver core. He mentioned Devonta Smith, Mekhi Lemon, but not A.J. Brown. So with that, let's jump into the guys you need to be targeting this weekend and next week before that June 1st designation. We're going to take a look at some underdog rankings. Obviously, you can replicate this on DraftKings, Drafters, whatever site you prefer. But looking down here at wide receiver 12 is A.J. Brown and an ADP of 26.9. So just outside that second round at wide receiver 12. Now, he might not go to the Patriots, but he's definitely leaving the Eagles. And if he goes to the Rams, is it really that bad? I mean, I think if he goes to the Rams, it'll probably hurt Devontae the most. He might move down a little bit. But if you look at his, let's see, A.J. Brown, Kalshi odds. A.J. Brown's next team odds and predictions. You know, Kalshi's not guaranteed, but oh, wow. New England's 88 cents. Los Angeles is 5 cents, the same percentage that he stays with Philadelphia or retires. Sounds like he's probably going to be a Patriot. Oh, it just went down. Is it taking line? That's pretty cool. Anyway, 86% chance that he's going to be a Patriot after June 1st. Whatever. Dwayne McFarland and a couple other smart analysts have gone on record saying that if traded, he would go up near the Drake London, Rashi Rice range and probably flip them. Well, Rashi Rice has already been flipped. He's in the process of being flipped because he did something dumb when he shouldn't have done something dumb. And let's focus on A.J. Brown, though. So he's going to move from 26.9 up to 18.7. I mean, do you like Drake London or A.J. Brown with Drake May throwing the passes? Kind of prefer Drake May throwing the passes instead of Tua or Michael Penix. And is A.J. Brown a similar talent to Drake London? Yeah, Drake London is younger, but A.J. Brown has a proven alpha. He's proven a higher ceiling than Drake London. Drake London, his peak is 230 fantasy points on Underdog. A.J. Brown put up a 255 spot back in 2022 and has been held down by the Eagles' offense the last 2 years. Maybe A.J. Brown is falling off, but I will take that risk, especially if he moves up 6 to 8 ADP spots after June 1st. That's a huge move. Now, The cool thing about AJ Brown, if he goes to New England here, is you can super stack the Patriots pretty easily. You can get AJ Brown at the 2-3 turn. You can get Trevion Henderson at the 4-5 turn. You can get Ramondre Stevenson and Drake May at the 6-7 turn, if you're lucky. But that is a mega stack for the Patriots. You can tack on Romeo Dubs later. You can tack on Hunter Henry later. You can get the Patriots mega stack at value and at ADP right now. If AJ Brown goes to the Patriots, you're not going to be able to get that anymore. So, whether AJ Brown goes to the Patriots or not, let's take a look at some of the secondary effects that will happen when, not if, AJ Brown leaves the Eagles. Devonta Smith, he's at 32. You remove AJ Brown and his 121 targets. Devonta Smith's probably going to get a target boost from his 113 targets last year. I would put him right in that Nico Collins, George Pickens range. I mean, Devonta Smith with no AJ Brown, gun to my head. Do you want George Pickens or Devonta Smith? Definitely Devonta Smith. One is a Bolitnikoff winner. One is a total head case. So I think Devonta Smith becomes a feature of that 2-3 turn, and AJ Brown moves up as Malik Neighbors and Rashee Rice move down. But the other very polarizing player that would move on this news is Makai Lemon. Makai Lemon is nuked in the ETR ranks. That's public information. I'm not revealing anything new. But we know how the market reacts to these things. I'm not sure if Jalen Hurts will throw over the middle, but you can double tap Makai Lemon and Jalen Hurts at that 6-7 turn. And Makai Lemon, also Bolitnikoff winner. And it's just Devonta Smith and Makai Lemon. Do we really think Hollywood Brown or Dontavian Wicks or Kayshon Boutte, if he gets traded to the Eagles, is really taking that many targets from Makai Lemon? I mean, come on now. Dontavian Wicks might not catch the ball a couple of times, and he might be sitting on the bench. I like clicking him as a late-round target, but if we're afraid that Jalen Hurts is not going to throw over the middle to Makai Lemon, I mean, why do we think he's going to throw a ton to Dontavian Wicks? So Makai Lemon's also a back-weighted asset. He's going to be a rookie. He tends to get better as the season goes on, and he's got some contingent value. Say Devonta Smith gets nicked up. Devonta Smith isn't exactly the biggest receiver. Makai Lemon could be the number one target in, pretty hamstrung passing offense at that point, losing A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. But Makai Lemon should move up after this trade because fantasy gamers always double count news. The other moving piece for this trade, and by the way, I don't think Patriots pieces should move very much. You drop A.J. Brown into an offense, I think the whole offense goes up. Drake May is more expensive. Trevion Henderson probably has more open lanes to run through, et cetera, et cetera. Saquon Barkley, you should see more targets. And Jalen Hurts should probably run the ball more. Now, does A.J. Brown lower the ceiling of the offense? I think the Eagles tried their hardest to not let that happen. I mean, they signed Hollywood Brown. They got Dontavian Wicks. They drafted Makai Lemon. Like, they're trying really hard not to lower the ceiling of the passing game because we know Hurts is already a little bit, struggling with raising that ceiling in the passing game. So I think what they'll have to incorporate, I think Sean Mannion as a young coach will do a good job of this, is pass the ball to Saquon Barkley. And I think his pass catching upside that we saw the last 2 years on the Eagles, where it really wasn't that high at 33 and 37, it was still good. We could see that get back up to, his Giants days, 40 to 50 catches, because I think they're going to need him to catch the ball and swing passes, and he's always been a good receiver. So we've gone through a couple pieces of the A.J. Brown trade and fallout. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the thing I mentioned at the beginning. Stefon Diggs visited with the Ravens and the Chiefs. He's probably waiting for June 1st to see where cap clears and see where he can go. But Stefon Diggs, if he goes to the Ravens or the Chiefs, it's going to be pretty good for his ADP. He's a target. He's already moved up from 165 a couple weeks to 136. But Khalil Shakir now looks hurt at camp. I mean, he's probably gonna move up to the Romeo Dubs, Michael Pittman range. I mean, with Rashee Rice doing the things he's doing, Stefon Diggs on the Chiefs, he's gonna probably flip Xavier Worthy. So I like him. And Deebo Samuel, he's the guy left out. Juwan Jennings got his ADP bump. Stefon Diggs got his ADP bump. Deebo Samuel's apparently eating food on TikTok. I don't know if it's KFC, guys. I haven't looked at it. But he's still out there. He's still a free agent. He's still young, and he's probably going to sign somewhere. and get a lot of usage both in the run and pass game. So those are your targets this weekend. Go out, draft, have fun, and land the plane this weekend with the best ball playbook and Rick Aduzel.